Hello students, welcome back to my YouTube channel Mamta Classes. Today we're gonna start a new chapter, Polynomial of class 10. As I'm getting the request over this chapter, so here we are. In this chapter we are going to study with the term first of all polynomial, what is it, how it works, and how we able to solve the questions. Okay. Now what is the meaning of first of all your chapter, that is polynomial. Poly means many and nomial means terms. That means you are going to deal with many terms. An algebraic expression which is written in the form of a naught x to the power n plus a1 x to the power n minus 1 plus a2 x to the power n minus 2 and so on up to an x to the power 0 is equals to fx. This is known as a polynomial. This is known as a polynomial where you have some conditions like you can't say a naught equals to 0. This is not possible because if this is equals to 0, it becomes a polynomial of degree n minus 1 with degree n, and a1, a2 up to so on are real numbers. What does it mean? What I meant to say is you are quite familiar with the terms degree as you have already studied in your class 9th. If you not, let me explain you. The exponent of the variable is known as degree. The highest the exponent, the highest will be the degree. Okay. Now this is the general format. If you are saying that, look, before going to further, before I'm telling this, let's proceed to some terms. First of all, that is linear polynomial. Linear polynomial. Now what does it mean? How it works? General form of a linear polynomial is ax plus b. Ax plus b. This is because degree is 1. The highest power of the variable is 1. So degree is 1. Degree is what? The highest power of the variable, the highest exponent of the variable, that is degree. Okay. Next is quadratic polynomial. That is general form of quadratic polynomial is ax square plus bx plus c, and degree is 2. And obviously here a is not equals to 0, and similarly in this case a is not supposed to be equals to 0. Why? See, if this terms becomes 0, then what is left? Only b, which is a constant, or 0 degree polynomial. Okay, that's why. And in this, if a suppose 0, then it becomes 0. Then what is left behind us is, that is linear polynomial. That's why we substitute these conditions a naught equals to 0 in each and every polynomial regarding the question whenever we are talking in general form. Okay. And the next one is, third is cubic polynomial. Cubic polynomial, that is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. Okay. Now degree is obviously 3 and a is not equals to 0. Let us give some example based over this. That is root 2x plus 3, or x minus 2, or 1 by 2 x minus 6. These are some examples. Here we have minus root 2x cube plus x minus 1, and similarly we can write it for cubic also, that is 6x cube minus 1 by 2x square plus 6. See, in this we have the condition on a not equals to 0, but we can b can be 0, c can be 0, and d can be 0. Similarly in quadratic, b can be 0, c can be 0, and similarly in linear, b can be 0. Like the highest power, the degree coefficient should not be, the degree coefficient should not be 0, rest then can be 0. Is it okay? Now next is 0 of polynomial. Before going to that, there is one more term that I should introduce here before linear polynomial, but I forgot, so let me introduce it here. That is 0 polynomial, or sometimes it is known as constant polynomial. Apart from your work, this is quite not used to you, but sometimes some students are curious to know that how it works and like where is 0. So this is a kind of polynomial a, only a. Example, for example, like 2, 3. In these, it can be written as 2 into x to the power 0, and 3 can be written as 3 into x to the power 0. See, what I am talking in degree, that is highest power of the variable, and see, highest power of the variable is 0. See, 0 polynomial. And why I am saying it as constant polynomial, when it becomes 0, it becomes 1. Then what did we left with? That is 2, and which is a constant. That's why we say it as constant polynomial. For more information, you can obviously check my YouTube videos on my channel of class 9 chapter polynomial. There you got a lot of information, obviously, about concepts also. So let us proceed to the next that we require to do, that is 0 of a polynomial. See, here in above case I have write 0 polynomial, and here we are talking 0 of a polynomial or root of a polynomial. Root of a polynomial. Okay, how we will do this? See, when I show you write the general format of the polynomial, this expression is known as polynomial. I substitute equals to fx. Whenever your fx is 0, the value like x equals to alpha makes you 0, then this is known as root or 0 of a polynomial. Look, I am quite used to short forms, as I have told you earlier in trigonometry videos. So I used to write polynomial as this. Now you say कि अब आप लोग कहेंगे मैम ये कैसे काम करते हैं? See, if you have fx equals to 2x plus 3 and you have to find 0 of a polynomial, then put it as 0. 2x plus 3, what do you get? That is x equals to minus 3 by 2. In case of quadratic, like you have this one. Obviously, you have already done your factorization method, factorize the quadratic as well as cubic in your 9th classes. So we can simply say that this can be written as x and x plus 1. Here we have x minus 1, and here we have minus 1, that is x minus 1. Again we got, that is, obviously we are going to put this 0 from this, x equals to 1 and 1. And this is called 0 of a polynomial. Okay. Now, I have told you what is 0 of a polynomial. Now, in what cases? 0 of a polynomial, 0 polynomial के केस में हमारे पास क्या हो जाएगा? Minus of constant term by में coefficient of x. Look, x, coefficient, variables, constant. You are quite familiar with this term. If not, do check my videos of chapter polynomial of class 9. Okay, here there you can clear your doubts and concepts also. Is it clear? Now what there is another meaning of like zero of a polynomial, like ये जो हमने अभी बातचीत की ना, zero of a polynomial, linear polynomial and quadratic polynomial. So now we can talk about geometrical meaning. If I am talking about linear polynomial. If I am talking about linear polynomial, what does I mean? That is linear polynomial. Geometrical meaning of geometrical meaning of the zeros of polynomial. Now what does it mean? देखो ज्योमेट्रिकल मीनिंग होता है ग्राफ की बात करते हैं हम, ठीक है. ग्राफ्स आप सब भी फैमिलियर हो ग्राफ वर्ड से, ग्राफ से. तो अगर मैं लीनियर पोलिनोमियल की बात करूं, इफ आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट लीनियर पोलिनोमियल, दैट मीन आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट fx equals to ax plus b, and right now I have told you for zeros you have to substitute as ax plus b, and from here you got x equals to minus b by a. That means your graph is going to touch the x-axis at minus b by a, क्योंकि ये x की वैल्यू है. See, as you are quite familiar with the graph also, this is your x-axis, this is your y-axis, and what we are getting, that is x equals to minus b by a. Here is minus, that means we get this, here is some, and for this x obviously we are getting some y also, like we can write it as y, fx can be written as y. So we are getting like a straight line with coordinates minus b comma a comma 0, and obviously here we are getting here on the x-axis y is 0 and on the y-axis x is 0. When we are going to substitute x 0, that means b is, that mean when like y equals to ax plus b, whenever your x is 0, that means y equals to b, that means this is your vertex 0 comma y, sorry, coordinates. Is it clear? Is it clear? Again we have for quadratic पोलिनोमियल के लिए हमारे पास यहाँ पे हमारे पास क्या फॉर्म हो रहा था, स्ट्रेट लाइन लीनियर के लिए. ओके, क्वाड्रेटिक के लिए हमारे पास क्या फॉर्म होगा, क्वाड्रेटिक के लिए हमारे पास फॉर्म होता है पैराबोला. क्या फॉर्म होता है हमारे पास, पैराबोला. इट कैन बी आइदर अपवर्ड और इट कैन बी आइदर डाउनवर्ड, ठीक है. तो हमारे पास जो पैराबोला फॉर्म करता है ना, देखो जितनी डिग्री होती है उतने ही हमें उसके जीरोस मिलते हैं. अगर 1 डिग्री है वी विल गेट 1 पोलिनोमियल 1 रूट, अगर 2 है तो 2, ठीक है. अब डिपेंड करता है इसमें जो आपका ए एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस बी एक्स प्लस सी रहता है. अगर ए आपका पॉजिटिव है, मतलब एक पॉजिटिव नंबर है, इफ ए इज योर पॉजिटिव नंबर, तो जो आपका पैराबोला होगा ना वो ऐसे खुलेगा ऊपर की साइड, और अगर आपका ए नेगेटिव है तो वो डाउनवर्ड साइड खुलेगा, ठीक है. इज इट क्लियर? नाउ या तो आपका ग्राफ ऐसे जा सकता है या आपका ग्राफ ऐसे जा सकता है. मैक्सिमम डिग्री कितनी है, 2 1 2 1 2, ठीक है. ये कब है, जब हमारा ग्राफ ये कैसा है नेगेटिव, और ये कब, जब ये कैसा हो पॉजिटिव. इज इट क्लियर? नाउ नेक्स्ट इज, मैं यहीं पे कर दे रही हूँ, लेट मी टेक अनदर पेज. इफ या फिर हमारा ग्राफ हो सकता है कि एक ही पॉइंट पे कट करे, ठीक है, या फिर हो सकता है कि हमारा ग्राफ कट ही ना करे। देखो अब आपने 3 केसेस पढ़े, सेकंड केस, थर्ड केस एंड फर्स्ट केस इज दिस वन। फर्स्ट केस इज दिस वन जिसमें हमारा ग्राफ एक्स एक्सिस को 2 बार कट कर रहा है, ठीक है। सेकंड केस जिसमें हमारा ग्राफ 1 बार कट कर रहा है एंड थर्ड केस जिसमें हमारा ग्राफ कट ही नहीं कर रहा। तो जो थर्ड केस है वो है नो रियल रूट्स, नो रियल रूट्स, ठीक है। इसमें है ओनली वन रियल रूट, only one real root, and where our graph is cutting at 2 points, then it is 2 real roots and these are distinct, 2 distinct real roots, distinct real roots, okay। दोनों अलग अलग पॉइंट आएंगे ना, कभी भी सेम पॉइंट तो नहीं हो सकता until it merges this one। Is it clear? I hope this video is helpful to you। Next we have cubic also, but that is quite not in your syllabus। If you wanna, let me just give you an idea। Here is the graph of cube, okay, but this is not in your syllabus। If you want to do this, let me know in the comment section। I'm gonna tell you about this in the next video। Thank you students।